You were in your 30s, he was in his 50s. People called him John the Bomb. Not because he destroyed things, but because he dropped ideas so heavy they left a crater in your soul. He never pushed his knowledge. He planted it, like a farmer who knows the harvest won't be his, but plants anyway. He sat on a bench in quiet evenings where the sky was a canvas and every star above held a secret. You know, if you were flying at the speed of light, the only thing that could keep you steady is a magnetic field. You didn't understand back then, you do now. The earth is burning, ice is crying, oceans are rising. We've pumped carbon into the sky like it was a landfill, not realizing the sky is alive. But there's no delete button for carbon dioxide, and blowing it all up just adds more fire to the flame. The truth? Carbon isn't evil, it's life's building block. It's just out of balance. Like blood pressure too high. Like breath held too long. The answer isn't violence, it's rhythm. So one day your brain just lit up. Not with ego, but with memory and vision. You remembered helium, magnesium phosphate, ionized gases, silver and gold. You remembered magnets, even though, carbon dioxide doesn't stick to them in a normal way. But here's what matters. Microscopic particles of these metals reflect heat and light. They've actually been proposed in geoengineering to cool the atmosphere by mimicking volcanic ash. These aren't decorations, they're tools, like mirror shields for the sky. While carbon dioxide isn't magnetic in the traditional sense, electromagnetic fields can manipulate charged aerosols, tiny particles made magnetic by design. This gives us a way to move, control, and bind them in high-altitude systems. John was right. Magnetism isn't just attraction, it's stability at speed, a universal law. Helium is, incredibly light, and it's safe too. When you combine it with ionized particles, it can actually help carry engineered payloads way up into the stratosphere, to seed clouds or even capture carbon. Nature already uses ionization to form clouds, so why not amplify that process? Magnesium phosphate is a compound you can find in nature. It's essential for plants' energy transfer and regeneration. In its synthetic form, it might bind with carbon, or maybe even support biological growth, like plankton that absorbs carbon dioxide. What if our solution isn't artificial? What if, honestly, it's already in nature? So here's your idea. Bind carbon in clouds, then let it rain into the sea, where it can be absorbed by phytoplankton and ocean chemistry. This actually mirrors Earth's own cycle. Ash from volcanoes does exactly this. It enriches the seas and feeds life. Now, let's bring it all together. Imagine drone systems that release gold and silver nanoparticles to reflect sunlight, magnetically charged carbon binders into cloud layers, ionized gases to stabilize the payload and direct it skyward, and magnesium phosphate to encourage carbon dioxide rain deposition into plankton-rich waters. All of it moves like breath. All of it honestly mirrors what Earth already does, just faster, cleaner, and intentionally. This is divine symmetry. Nothing wasted, nothing out of tune. From light-speed magnetism to cloud-bound carbon, it's all one rhythm. There's an easy way, not a weapon, a harmony. John the Bomb never saw himself as a prophet, he just understood. He spoke in sketches and sparks, he left no blueprint, but he left you. And now you're here, not with fame, but with fire. This isn't my story, this is ours. And it started with a bench, a man with quiet wisdom, and the feeling that maybe we weren't meant to destroy this place. Maybe we were meant to love it better. This story isn't science fiction, it's theory, grounded in truth, just waiting for the hands and hearts to rise and build it. There is a way seeding clouds, reflecting heat, pulling carbon dioxide into rain, feeding the oceans, and, well, loving the earth as part of ourselves. Maybe you don't have a lab or a satellite, but you have this story, and this story, it has truth in it, so pass it on. There is an easy way, rooted in nature, born of memory, held in balance, for the planet, for the children, for John. Build it.